More news coming in. Trump has blamed the control tower for the deadly crash. Trump says crash should have been prevented. Plane was on the perfect line of approach. Why didn't the chopper go up or down is the question that the American president is asking. Mirza Faizan continues to be with us. I'd like to ask you, how do you look at this statement that has been made by the US president?
As I said, an aircraft accident is a very complex scenario. So I don't think any technical person, any person who has proper information about aviation safety and the protocols being followed is going to comment on this at this point of time, that why this has happened or who is responsible at this point of time. So I will abstain from making a comment that it might be that who is at fault at this point of time. But the good thing is, of course, this accident is not any good. But the good thing about this accident is that both the aircrafts are in the Potomac River, and the black boxes are going to be taken out. Both the aircrafts are under the close to the airport zone. So a lot of communication between the air traffic control and the aircrafts have been going on back and forth. All of that has been recorded. So investigation is going to be really swift. It's not going to be a matter of months or years. Rather, it's going to be a matter of weeks before we know what's going to happen. What happened?
More news coming in at this point in time. In fact, we have new images that show crumpled wreckage from the DC mid-air collision. New aerial images reveal rescue boats surrounding a crumpled fuselage. It's either from the AA Flight 5342 or the UH-60 Black Hawk floating in the Potomac River. Rescuers describe the wreckage as being in multiple pieces, making it difficult to identify. Perhaps one of the deadliest accidents that we've seen in the history of the United States in decades. We just know survivors recovered so far. The DC mayor is going to be addressing the people at 12:30 a.m., which is the local time there. The press conference is going to be held, and on the search efforts that continue to look for survivors. However, no survivors have been found or pulled out from the wreckage so far, is what we know. Faizan Mirza, I'd like to ask you that it's being speculated right now, obviously, and looking at the wreckage particularly that has been put out, also images have appeared that the chances of finding survivors there is very, very low, perhaps making this as one of the deadliest mid-air collisions that US has seen in decades, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. American airspace is a pretty safe airspace. And the last time we had any serious accident was like over 40 years ago. I mean, I think 1982 or 83 was one accident. So yeah, it was in decades. The thing which happened here in this accident is that both the aircrafts actually got into the Potomac River, and at this point of time, it is even if there had been any survivor, the first thing they have to actually survive is hypothermia, because at this point of time, the water is really chilly up there. So, I'm afraid that the chance of finding any survivor is very thin at this point of time.
Tell us, investigation into cases like this sometimes even take months and years together. Please give us an idea about what could then offer clues as far as aircraft investigations are concerned that is going to then give us an idea about why this mid-air collision could have not been averted.
So as I said, since both the aircraft was in the final approach, I mean, in the aircraft zone, and they must have been in direct contact with the air traffic controllers. So there's a lot of to and fro communication happening between both the aircrafts and the air traffic control. So as soon as the investigators start investigating and looking at these recordings, I assume it'll be very quickly we'll know what was going wrong, right? And at the same time, as I said, since both the aircraft's wreckage has already been located, it'll be just a matter of days when we'll be able to get the CDR and the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder. That's the black box. And we'll be able to, I don't think it's going to take months and years. Probably it'll be a matter of weeks. We'll be able to know what actually happened.
All right, this is the American Airlines plane colliding mid-air with Black Hawk helicopter. We woke up to this horrific news this morning. This crash was caught on camera, on video, is what has now appeared that you can see on your screens right now. On the right side is the wreckage that really remains. A jet carrying 60 passengers, 4 crew members colliding with an army helicopter while attempting to land at the Ronald Reagan National Airport near Washington. The crash triggering a major search and rescue operation in the nearby Potomac River. It is now being said that it's now being linked to the fact that Donald Trump had frozen the hiring of critical air traffic controllers days before incident. Donald Trump also has since reacted, asking questions on why this could have not been averted. It's a mid-air collision near the Reagan National Airport, raising questions about aviation safety protocols. 67 people are feared dead in this U.S. mid-air collision that we're reporting on. The investigations are currently underway. New aerial images reveal rescue boats surrounding a crumpled fuselage, either from AA Flight 5342 or UH-60 Black Hawk floating in the Potomac River. Rescuers describe the wreckage as being in multiple pieces, making it difficult to identify. 19 bodies have been pulled out from the river so far. The rescue and search and find operations essentially continue. Officials fear that this could be DC's deadliest disaster in decades, with no survivors recovered so far. DC Mayor has said that they are going to be addressing the people at 12:30. A press conference will be held as the search operations continue.
American 3130, go around, turn left in 250, claim maintain 3000.
Passenger plane coming to the airport here collided with a military helicopter. Our fire department, DC Fire and EMS, supported by fire departments and police departments from across the Washington metropolitan region, are executing a rescue operation in the Potomac River. They are working diligently in very dark and cold conditions, cold water, to execute this rescue operation. And officials are in the airport talking to families now.